Alright, so this right here is going to be the test video for this video I'm about to film for 7 Deadly Sins, Nanatsu no Taisai, some shit like that. Anyway, so fuck. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the new season of the 7 Deadly Sins that came out not too long ago in Netflix. So just a disclaimer, of course, there's gonna be spoilers here, so if you don't want spoilers, this will be the time for you to get out. For everybody else, I've been super excited about this new season for a while now because I love this anime. It's probably one of my favorites. Really love the characters, the storyline, how everything's gonna go in, or how everything happens. So I'm just gonna get into it. And so basically how it starts reuniting again our friends Melios and Ban. Now let me talk to you about these two guys real quick for a second. I love these two guys. They got like the coolest relationship ever. You know, when they're down, they're there for each other at all times. I really like what type of friends they are, and people should strive to be friends like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Then we're gonna move on to the 10 Commandments. If you guys remember from last season, they were just destroying everything, and really they killed Meliodas. If you guys remember, that was freaking horrible. But I mean, it is part of his curse, so it's not like he's gonna die, but he's gonna turn more evil. But basically all these people are out there just, you know, destroying shit, you know, doing bad. Estarossa, he got messed up by Escanor, if you guys remember. So he's in like some kind of chamber, cubicle or some shit like that, that's bringing him back to life, I guess. So we'll see what happens with that guy. Actually, I already know what happens with that guy, but I'm not gonna tell you guys yet because I would ruin the shit. I will ruin the shit out of these videos for you guys. But anyways, so they go into this scene that is kind of dark, where they show Melios and Elizabeth. If you guys remember from last season, if you guys watched last season, where he's just sitting there, and I think it's at the boar's hat, and he's just like looking all depressed. And Elizabeth shows up and like asking what's going on, and he's like losing his mind. If you guys remember, he's like, they're crying, but at the same time, like it's almost emotionless crying. You know, like whenever you have your eyes open, but you're like not weeping or anything, like your tears just come down your face, that type of thing. So I thought it was interesting. I think it's interesting and pretty dark, and like the space that he's caught in, you know, being part of the demon race and also fighting against them, fighting against himself, his urges, his evil. I don't know, I kind of really like that part of the story. We already talked about Escanor recovering and getting his ass kicked. I mean, Estarossa, not bad. Right after that, they go into the episode where Paleoz, he calls himself Paleoz, and he figures out what they're doing with the villagers, that they're all coming in, and they're getting basically not sold, given to the demon race for sacrifice. And the kid is like appalled. He's like, why would I do, why are you guys letting this happen right here? You know, we gotta do something. We gotta step up and get these fucks. And so there he goes, and he starts fighting against them. Obviously, he can't do anything because the demon race is super powerful. You know, it's just a little kid. Like, what is he gonna do? Nothing. So he sits there and gets ass whooped a few times, and then finally the villagers, like, they come up and they finally, you know, start helping out. They're like, you know, fighting with this kid, and all this shit is happening. But at the end of the day, obviously they're no match for our friends from the demon race. So after it looks like all hope has been lost, 7 Deadly Sins show up, man, and they start whooping some ass, doing what they do, you know, getting this demon race out of here. And the fighting starts with, again, Meliodas and Ban, I can't speak correctly, coming in and just attacking the fuck out of them, and shit's going like great. And then this big ass demon comes by, right? And Ban and Meliodas try to whoop his ass real quick, but they hurt him a little bit, but not too much. And then Escanor, guys, Escanor just sitting there, and then they just zoom in on his back on his big ass tattoo, and he tries, like, the demon just tries to pummel the shit out of this guy, right? And he stops. He stops, and Escanor looks back and goes like, I really enjoyed the massage you just gave me. Like, what the hell? That shit is just too hilarious. This guy is hilarious. I love this guy, man. He's too OD, too powerful. You guys gonna hear me talk about this guy over and over again because I think he's awesome. And then after that fight scene, everything ends, and then the village goes back to normal, I guess. And then from there, the episode goes into where they decide who the new Grandmaster is. If you guys remember, Dreyfus and what's the other guy's name? I forgot right now, but Dreyfus and the other guy, the guys that were supposed to be Grandmasters from last season, they unfortunately really, they kind of both turned evil in a way. So they're people, who was it? Hauser, who becomes the Grandmaster, Hauser, they knew they were not going to become the Grandmaster because of the things that they had done, of course. So when Hauser gets named, I'm like, that's an interesting choice. Personally, I'm going to tell you what I think. I think the things that Bartra, I think is his name, what he said about him and why he's becoming the Grandmaster, well, he deputed the Grandmaster, he has a lot to learn. I thought he was a good choice because the other guys did not deserve it at all because of their past actions, even though they were kind of influenced by the demons. Honestly, I think it was probably the right choice from the people that are there right now. I think him being a commoner is pretty cool because it's always like the royal family, the people that are up here, the ones that get to be in that spot. But that doesn't mean anything, and I do like that part about it. So that's what happens, and I'm happy with the decision. I don't really mind it at all. He has definitely a lot to learn. I think he can get a lot more powerful. So let's keep an eyes on that Hauser guy. And I think that about wraps it up for this first episode. Stay tuned, and I'll be putting out the one. I'm gonna make a video for the rest of the season, so I'll be putting those out as I rewatch them, because I rewatch them and make notes so that I can make some good videos to talk to you guys about or whatever. But if you guys like anime or gaming, the same jazz they always tell you, dude. It's so broken. But subscribe, follow me on Twitter. I stream too. Azrael1366. I be doing some dope shit sometimes. Alright guys, you guys take care. Have an awesome day, and see you in the next video.